Hi, this is Roger Yu, media reporter for USA Today. NBC News demoted Brian Williams for fibbing about his experience in Iraq in 2003, and the network named Lester Holt, who's been filling in for Williams, as the permanent anchor of NBC Nightly News. Here to answer some questions about the development is USA Today media columnist Rem Ryder. So Rem, the news has been leaking out the last few days, the last few weeks, but are you still surprised by the development?
Not surprised, because as you say, some of the leaks were to the predicted this, that Williams would not be the return to the anchor chair, but he would stay with the network in some capacity. And it turns out he's going to go largely to MSNBC, where he'll anchor breaking news and special projects. But I would say I'm really disappointed, because this is kind of a non-decision. I don't really know what NBC is saying, is that Williams is fibs, I guess is a nice way to put it, embellishments, that disqualifies him from being the anchor of the nightly news, but it's okay for him to handle news on the sister network MSNBC. It's really demeaning to MSNBC, and it's a really disappointing decision.
Yeah. What about Lester Holt? He's a veteran. He's been at NBC for a long time. A lot of people like him, but is he the best choice for NBC?
I think he's a really good choice, and that's the silver lining of all this. At least NBC made the right pick here. Lester Holt is a real pro, and he puts the news first. And you don't think we'll see what got Williams into trouble with his predilection for the celebrity circuit, which led to some of these exaggerations on late night talk shows. Lester Holt, much more traditional, the news is king kind of guy, and I think it's a very wise choice.
Yeah. NBC News basically hired its own employees to conduct the investigation of Williams, and is basically hiring one of his employees, Matt Lauer, to do the interview, the very first interview of Williams after all this. How would you assess NBC's handling of the scandal?
Not good at all. I mean, you got right at the key point. When a news organization is engulfed in scandal, what it really should do, and many have done this in the past, is bring in a panel of really distinguished experts and let them have free rein, do whatever they want, and then publish their findings with no editing, to really let the sunlight in and bring some transparency to a situation. Here we have an internal investigation, which inherently is less credible, and they're basically releasing very little about what they found. They said there were a number of instances besides the one you alluded to in Iraq, where Williams had exaggerated or embellished or whatever we want to call it, but it didn't say how many, didn't say what they were. And it leaves kind of a lot of fog about this whole thing. So I think it's just the wrong approach.
Great. Thanks, Rem. For more on this breaking news, head to usatoday.com.